creative mommy of two, and welcome or welcome back. Today I am going to do a WIP and Chat, so I am going to ramble on for the next, I don't know how long. If you've been here before, well, you know, I can say that I have nothing to say and still be here for an hour. So yeah, I'm not going to make promises and I'm just going to start. So, how was your week? My week was flown by fastly. But for the rest, not much happened, actually. Well, I do say that, and at the same time I'm thinking like, well... But yeah, last week, daughter had a vacation. That was now done, so... Yay, she's back to school! Back to annoying her teacher instead of me. No, I do love her, but she's a bit much at times. Especially with my son also here, so yeah. But I guess, especially if you have multiple kids, you can know that even though you love them, you still can strangle them at the same time. No, but, well, that's still the case with one, but with two you can, I guess, have more of the idea of not knowing where to turn, because everywhere there's a kid that wants your attention, and or wants something in general, and if it's not one, then it's the other, and yeah, you're also playing referee like constantly, because yeah, they fight, wanting to or not, they fight. But yeah, lucky for us, we could drop them off at my parents' last Friday on Saturday. So yeah, that gave us a day off. Which is also so nice every once in a while. Because yeah, even if you have kids, it's still important to just have time for each other as a couple. Even if you don't do much, because yeah, we had a pretty lazy day, but yeah, it was still fun. What did I do with my daughter during vacation? I do know we baked once, but that wasn't like super special. Actually, we did that on not last Sunday, but the Sunday before. Forgot that last week, but yeah, we made a boterkoek, a butter cake, which I doubled in size so my husband could take half of it to work. We didn't make it on Sunday, we made it on Monday because my husband was off on Monday. Because it was carnival over here, so yeah. And in case you don't know what it is, I do have a video on it from last year or the year before. But there are loads of videos. If you would type in Carnival Netherlands or surviving Carnival in the Netherlands, you will find loads of videos. And I think you will basically get the gist of it, especially if you have seen that. So, yeah. Then I guess many things was just like the usual. A little bit of crafting, a little bit of playing games, a little bit of fussing on them to clean up their stuff. Because yeah, they're 4 and 2, but they still can clean up, can clean up their toys. It's not that hard to put it in a bit. So yeah, that's the thing, like as soon as they were able to hold on things and take it to somewhere, that we started playfully learning that when they're done playing that they need to clean up their own mess. Because I am not one of those parents that after my kids go to bed, I will clean up for like an entire hour because the kids haven't cleaned up anything. So yeah, that's not my cup of tea. If that's how you do it, well, that's fine by me. That's your choosing. You need to do however you want to do it. I'm not the parent mob. As here in Dutch is like almost like a term for like parents, especially moms, or at least moms are the ones that are quote unquote shamed for it. To be like the mom mob, the moedermafia. Because like some moms are brutal. And there's always something. One mom says, for example, if you bottle feed your child, well, that's not how it should be. Well, the other mom is like, oh no, no way, you shouldn't breastfeed your kid. And yeah, with everything, there's something to say about it. And I'm like, I can have my opinion on it, but I am not, especially not at random, giving you it. If you ask for my opinion, that's a whole different story, but that's basically with everything. Also with this craft, there are things that I'm like, I don't know. Not my kind of thing, but that's not what I would say. Like, for example, if you have, what's the best to say? A gigantic stash of either diamond paintings or pens or trays or all of them. And I'm not saying this to shame on you, but it's just the best example I can find. But if you have like a random number here, 300 Diamond Art Club canvases or legally licensed canvases. I am not going to shame you and say like, oh no, that's way too much money. You can spend that money on I don't know what or whatever. And all in all, as long as it's your own money, spend it how you like it. If you are like, I only work on legally licensed kit and I don't want to have a non-licensed kit because that's most of the time stolen by the from the artist and stuff like that. Well, I'm not going to shame on you. You need to do whatever you want to do. This craft is for relaxation and not all the other stuff that comes with it. I'm like, well, yeah, do whatever you want as long as you pay it yourself or get it gifted, obviously, because every once in a while my husband is like, well, treat, I get it. If I'm debating like, should I not, should I not? He's like, well, get it if you want it, as long as we have the money for it. He also buys himself, like most of the times, games for his computer. He bought, on Saturday, he bought Kerbal Space Program 2, because part 2 came out. He intends to not play it too often at the moment because the developers did already say it was early access, it has a lot of bugs and stuff like that, so it's hard to play because they didn't optimize it yet. But it's still fun. So yeah, we also many times do that with expansions of The Sims. We many times buy it like in the first few weeks. Yeah, earlier we also bought a lot of DVDs. We now don't, but yeah, it's just what we like to spend our money on. And as long as we are able to do that, when we are not able to do that anymore and we can't feed our kids otherwise or ourselves, well, then it would be a different problem, but yeah. Yeah, I went there off on a little bit of a tangent, of a rant. So, sorry. And at the same time, not really sorry. Just my opinion. Whatever you think of it, well, that's your opinion. Don't come at me for having my own opinion. And I am not going to come at you for your opinion. So, yeah. But yeah. As I said, husband and I then dropped well, I dropped the kids off at my parents because my husband needed to work until 1 o'clock at Friday. So I dropped my kids off at my parents in the morning. And then I drove home because, yeah, it's about 45. Well, nowadays, now the speed limits on the highway, freeway, snelweg, the fast way, is went down. It takes me about an hour to get to there. So it's not something where you go for a cup of tea and more not. So yeah. But yeah, it's good for dropping off the kids. The kids had a nice day there. Well, obviously lots of playing, lots of hugs with grandma and grandpa. And my daughter made French fries and also chips. So whatever way you say it, if you're in the UK, they made both chips and crisps. So yeah, basically I think my daughter handed my dad the potato. He peeled them and cut them, and she washed them in the sink. And apparently her sleeves went down like halfway, so she was completely soaked until her elbows. But yeah, that does happen here as well, so yeah. And meanwhile, my husband and I first needed to go to the vet with Luna. She had her last shot, or at least for now, her last shot. We are going to take her in a month's time to see how everything goes, if her muscle mass is growing or not. And depending on how everything goes, she might be able to get another shot, but most likely they will keep it at this for now, and we'll slowly we'll take her off her pain mats, because otherwise if we do it all the same now, we don't know if it's because the shots or if it's because the pain mats. But it most likely we can build it off for at least half or something, or quarter, however she feels comfortable. And then we need to monitor her until it looks like it's hurting her again. And yeah, at least also the vet said that like it was a smart idea to check her up next month, so she needs to go back end of March somewhere, I believe. We have an appointment, I don't know the date out of the top of my head, but at least we know that we need to go there somewhere. So that they can look at it, and yeah, we can see from there. But at least for now, she did good. The vet, as always, needed to look at her a bit. Luna, as per usual, because she was again at the vet for like the 3rd or 4th time this year. She wasn't too happy about it. So the vet was saying like, oh, you're kind of grumpy today. I was like, yeah, I guess she recognized where she is. Doesn't like the place as I guess many other animals do. So yeah, then we dropped off Luna at home and we went over the border to Germany. So we had a short drive to there. Because yeah, if you've been there before, you know it. I live in the Netherlands, but I live pretty close in the south. So we're pretty close to Belgium, where I actually have family living. But we're even closer to Germany, which I can literally look into if I'm looking out of my attic window. So yeah, can also see like the AWACS airplanes that NATO has from the base in Geilenkirche, I believe the place was. So yeah, I can see them coming up as soon as they are over the trees. So yeah. But yeah, said that before. So, so yeah, we went there. I found a skirt for myself, which I was really happy about because I love to wear skirts, especially with now my stomach is hurting again, basically like still. But I also expect that if it goes the same with like my scars that I had from my C-section and the scars I will have as soon as I finally had my hernia done, that I most likely will have times that my like stomach area is kind of sensitive, and yeah, I have that at the moment. And then I don't want really tight clothing, and pants are most of the times pretty tight. Shoe, yeah. So I was happy that I found a skirt for myself. We got some like basic stuff like the shampoo and baby wipes for the kids, or basically for our son. My daughter doesn't wear diapers anymore. We looked around for some craft supplies, some stuff for the kids for when their birthdays are. My mother-in-law actually already asked for what the kids want for their birthdays. So we're like, yeah, well, what we all want, because yeah. But yeah, my birthday is not until April, and I'm the first that has the birthday. My daughter isn't until the end of June, so yeah, she's pretty far ahead. But I get why, because yeah, they don't have too extreme amount of money, so they rather start looking now and get a good deal than need to do it in the last week and pay like double the amount that they could. So yeah, I guess I understand why, because I do the same. But yeah, for the rest, I don't think we got much else. Thinking. No, I don't think we did. Then yeah, after that we went home because it was already almost dinner time, because yeah, by the time we got back from the vet it was already almost like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's like about a 20-minute drive, so yeah. Then, well, no, we first went to the store because we wanted a bottle of wine. Not that we don't have it normally, but we just hadn't gotten it recently enough, so we didn't have one at home. We're like, you know what, we're going to go there, we're gonna look. Like, either we drive home from this way or that way, it's both the same distance, doesn't matter that much, because the both roads lay basically next to each other. And yeah, came to find out that we can't find our wine anymore. So yeah, we've been on a bit of a hunt recently. So we got to that store, got a few things. We decided, like, you know what, I still was going for another thing to another store. So we're like, yeah, I either need to go to another store on Saturday or Sunday, or we can go now. It was time till dinner, so we're like, oh, we have time, so you know what, we're just going to do it now. In case we get lucky, we at least have our wine. We didn't get lucky, sadly. We found it day after. Yeah, the day after we got somewhere in the afternoon. Because, yeah, we were somewhere in the area, and there they had one of the, like, supermarkets that we normally go to, well, that we visited, but it was like an extra large version. So we're like, you know what, we're going to see if they have it. In case they have it when we are in this place, we can get it then. They also didn't have it, but they have like a kind of like a liquor store inside of the store with like a separate, like when you enter the building, you can either go into the supermarket part, the liquor store part, or go to like the service counter or something like that. So yeah, we got it there. We asked like, is there something like a delivery problem with it, or what the heck? But they're like, don't know yet. I do now see that I need to order it next week, so maybe I get a notification then that like they have an issue or something, or bad harvest or whatever. But yeah, at least we have it now, so we're looking to see if there's something else good, because yeah. But apparently it was one of the best wines that we could even find, so we're like, we have something that's like comparable, but for sure not something better. So yeah. Yeah, now we're on the hunt for another one. We have some that were like, it was okay, but we'll still keep looking. So yeah, after we got disappointed with wine, we got home, decided we are going to do a lazy evening, and we just ordered our foods, let it deliver. Because yeah, we're still like, do we want to pay like 70 euros for like going outside, out of the house and to a restaurant, or do we just going to get something delivered and pay like not even half of it? So we're like, yeah, you know what, we can make it just as cozy at home, so we're just going to do that, because yeah, not every time it has to be something expensive. And we're also thinking like, you know what, for the last half year or something, we have been able to go more regularly. So yeah, every time we drop the kids off at my parents', we go out to dinner, it starts getting expensive. So we're like, you know what, we're just going to order and get it delivered. And yeah, a little while back we also did just cook at home, so yeah, it's just what you make out of it yourself. So yeah, we ate nicely on the couch. Now we're able to, with the kids not home, so we did that. We watched Charmed. We started rewatching that because we're debating on Wednesday like what to do for date night, and we're in the end like, well, I was suggesting like, I was recently thinking of rewatching Castle. And my husband was like, well, I was thinking about rewatching Charmed again, because when I was little, do remember that I watched that with my dad a bit. I was like, you know what, I actually have almost seen hardly anything of it, because I was 7 or about that time when it came out firstly, so I have seen like little bits here and there. But I don't know if I have even seen the entire episode. So yeah, we started that. We are now 6 episodes in, and yeah, it's quite entertaining. So we started the first version, the original first, and maybe after that we're going to look at the remake. But yeah, it hasn't scored that good. So I guess you've seen both. Is the second one good, or isn't it? Because yeah, I have not watched anything about the second. Yeah, my husband said it, so he looked it up, and it didn't get good reviews. So yeah. Yeah, on Saturday we just had a nice sleep in, which is always nice. Then we did some grocery shopping, because yeah, it was the last day to make our cart full for our free grocery packet. Because if you're in the Netherlands or close to it, you might know that we get excited about, well, collecting stuff with our groceries and other places. And the grocery store that we go to had a thing at the moment where you can collect stamps, every 10 or 15 euros. And when you had 75, you get a free box of groceries. Not always as good, but it had a little bit of drink. It had some cleaning products, some laundry detergents, some for the dishwasher, some things, some shampoo, but it was from a brand that I don't use, so that's going to my in-laws because my mother-in-law does use that, so it doesn't go to waste. And stuff like that, so yeah. Yeah, we needed to stock up on a lot of things, and we had some things in the sale, so yeah, it was an expensive one, but at least for now, for a couple of weeks, we're good. Don't have everything, because yeah, we still need to have the fresh stuff, but yeah, we have a bit of a stockpile now, so yeah, that's always nice. After that, we needed to look around at a few stores because we needed something for in our kitchen sink, the thing that traps the dirt and holds the water in place. I don't know what the word is, but you most likely know what I mean. The thing that stops the water, and yeah, that rubber around it was gone, so we needed a new one. Still, the one we now have isn't exactly good, but it works, at least something. Yeah. After that, we picked up the kids. So, yeah, Sunday wasn't much. And Monday, aka yesterday for me, she went back to school. So, that was nice. Yeah, also, today was the last day of my little diamond painting event, Movies and Diamonds. So in case you participated, thank you very much. I had enjoyed myself a lot. I hope you did as well. I'm still collecting thoughts on part 2 next year or not, but I have time to decide, so we will see what the future brings. And yeah. Also got myself a new cell phone today because yeah, mine was dying. Last week I had 2 times that my camera just stopped filming once I was filming for my time lapses, so yeah, that was not good. And it was already charging, so yeah. But yeah, I had this phone for 4 years, I believe, 4 or 5. So yeah, it was time. So like just before filming, I ordered myself a new one because I was already thinking about getting a new one for like half a year or a year or so. So that's hopefully coming tomorrow. Maybe I need to film my time-lapse project for at least a little bit longer on my current phone so that the quality stays the same, and just change with the next time-lapse project, because that's also done next week, so it's not that I need to wait for like a month. But yeah. Other than that, I don't think I have much more to ramble on about. So yeah, I think I've been rambling on for long enough, especially for the fact that, as per usual, I am not talking about much. So yeah, I'm just going to go. I am already getting annoyed by these ABs because yeah, these ABs and also the one that I'm working on now as time-lapse Aphrodite, they have so many ABs that the coating of my wax is really quickly wearing out. And at the same time, as soon as I put new wax in, it rips it up. So yeah, that's not working. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at this. Because yeah, maybe after I work on something else for a little bit, I can use that wax to do a little bit of this one again. So yeah, I also started, by the way, my cross-stitch conversion. I have filmed a video for it that will be going up most likely on Monday, because I have a few videos planned for this week. So I guess next Monday it will go up. But yeah, in that video I said that I will do the first page and then see what else I need to get, if it looks good enough that I need help with the rest of the drills. But as far as it looks now, I need your help earlier than that. So yeah, most likely next week there will be going up a list on the community tab with all the drills that I need. So in case you are willing to help, yeah, it will be coming, I guess. So yeah, with that being said, I am just going to go now, because I'm rambling on about nothing as per usual. But yeah, it's a half hour, so that's good enough for me. Should be good enough for you for this week. I have enough planned for this week, so yeah. As always, I hope you liked this rambling on video. And yeah, if you did, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and all the fun stuff. And as per usual, if there's anything you would like me to know, or if you have questions, feel free to pop them on down in the comment section below, and I am sure to answer you as soon as I possibly can. And I hope you have a wonderful week. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!